Hi, and welcome to our season one wrap up. I'm Amanda, one of the co hosts for NeuroMoms Collective, and we just wanted to wrap up some key points from season one, lessons learned, and kind of what we're going to do in the future. So, just kind of wanted to give a reminder and a shout out to Love Your Brain, where Erin and I came together, great organization that supports caregivers and TBI survivors. And we are so thankful for the work that they have done in this field of acquired and traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, it was an amazing stroke of luck that we met there. I am Erin, the other co-host and co-founder of NeuroMoms Collective, and count myself lucky every day that I get to do this project with Amanda and with our kids who survived their traumatic brain injuries. So Amanda, oh my gosh, we just jumped into this with both feet and we were like, you know what we should do? We were having a phone call and we both kept saying, I just want to help other parents and survivors. So we just jumped in. And before you knew it, we were off and running. I think we had a logo before we had a plan because that's the kind of person I am. What has gone well in the last 5 months of this adventure?
Well, we figured out technology. I mean, look at this. We've got mics, we got headphones. The first time that we met, it was an hour just trying to get sound. And look at us now. We get on and it is like 1, 2, everything's working and away we go. So I think our setup, we've got it down.
Spinderella from Salt and Peppa has just been the first female inducted into the Hall of Fame for being a DJ. So maybe she'll call us up for some backup soon.
You never know.
Okay, so technology was hard. And then we had to learn all these software and processes to make podcasts. I know that it won't be long at all, like tomorrow, that we are looking back at our first couple of podcasts with hands over eyes. They're a little rocky, but we were all learning together.
Yeah, we're figuring this out. Our teleprompter has its place, but hey, we're working on it. Season 1 is behind us. So we're working on all this stuff. We're making our move.
In addition to the tech stuff we learned, we also got the chance to speak with many incredible people and talk about really great topics that I really appreciated the opportunity to have different perspectives. We got to speak with survivors, siblings, and then we got to have our spouses on as well. Those perspectives are so important when the topic is big and heavy and you're literally fighting to keep everything held together. It's hard to have a good perspective of other people. Did you find that as interesting as I did, Amanda?
I did. And I feel like it's been a challenge for us to really keep things streamlined because there are so many different ways and different perspectives and different topics that the list goes on and on. And we are thankful and we definitely have open hearts and open ears for all of these different perspectives and experiences that people are sharing.
I'm really grateful that they were all willing to be so brave and so vulnerable to have these conversations with us.
Yes.
You and I decided we'd be publicly vulnerable, and then we just voluntold our families that they also would be.
We appreciate it. And we are thankful that they're allowing us to share their stories. Our hope is that we can help somebody else.
Mm-hmm. And as we've been trying to figure out how we can help with resources and conversations, that sometimes just knowing somebody else is experiencing something makes you feel less alone, even if it's not very helpful. Feeling less isolated is helpful. Even if it doesn't give you a solution, it gives you some comfort. Speaking of comfort, one of the things we decided to do was really focus on how we could take care of the parents that are new to this nightmare. And so we came up with a little project. What's our project, Amanda?
Our comfort care kits.
Do you think we'll come up with a better name for that eventually?
I hope so. Something's going to stick.
Please email us, hello@neuromomcollective.org, and tell us what might be a better name for these. They're these little bags that we want to provide to parents when they show up in the pediatric ICU, or in my case, my son was 24, so we were in the grown-up ICU. The emergency things that you need in those moments: toothbrushes, basic hygiene issues, pens, hair ties, snacks, and a fuzzy blanket. So that is something that we decided it would have been life-changing for us. And so literally that next day, we were both out spending our own money because we don't have our nonprofit status yet, making these kits because we just know how important they are and we want to get them out immediately.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. And the other thing to go along with it is a menu of support for caregivers. We've put together a list that's going to be found on our website. It's going to be in episode 9 show notes. We'll have it on our website, Instagram, and Facebook page, because we also just want to have places where people can go and just figure out, like, what can I do for someone that's hurting, someone that's going through a tough time?
There are so many ways people can help. Some of them take time, some of them take money, and all of them take compassion. But you can do it no matter where you are financially, no matter where you are with the time available. The biggest thing is do something. Do something.
Mhm.
Don't leave people feeling alone because it's such an isolating environment when you're in it. We also talk a lot about the glimmers. And the
Mhm.
glimmers have been critical for the last 3 years in my world of keeping joy as part of my daily vibe. Can you tell folks what a glimmer is?
A glimmer is just that little spark of joy, something that happens that you don't even expect. Sometimes you don't even see it when it's really happening in real time, but you can look back and say, hey, that was a bright spot in my day. It might be a kind thing that someone says, a kind thing someone does, or something you see in a different light, a different perspective. So we'd like to point out those glimmers because this is really a hard journey. We are almost 10 years in, and we are very blessed and thankful for the progress that Mackenzie has made with her TBI journey. But there are still some hard days, and we have to look for those glimmers in every situation.
And they're there. I have found them through the darkest, most terrible days that they are there. And there's many a day, from just a nurse looking at your child saying, hi, sweetheart, or somebody bringing you an ice water, or a doctor walking in while I was using the bathroom in Dallas's room because I had to pee so bad. And it's all a glass door because it's neuro ICU. And he saw me peeing and he said, oh, I see that all the time, don't worry about it. And somehow what would have mortified me just made me laugh and laugh and laugh. So, hey, it's a glimmer, an awkward, awkward glimmer. They're out there.
They are. And we have to keep looking for them, even in the darkest days.
One of the things we talked about is that everybody is doing the best they can in these situations. Looking back on it with perspective and rest, most of us would make some different choices along the way, but we were doing the best we could. We have to forgive ourselves and each other, our spouses, our family, for the things that we meant well on and got wrong, and move along, because survival does not make you a clear thinker.
It does not. And we just have to keep moving. One of the important pieces that we talked about in a couple of the episodes is, we did what we did when we knew what we knew, and we just keep on moving. Those glimmers, that light keeps shining, and we keep following that light.
Absolutely. And welcoming our community to be part of holding candles for us when we can't, when we are
Yes.
not capable of it. We want to encourage folks to continue to share NeuroMoms Collective with their friends that might benefit from it. Like and subscribe. We're available on YouTube. Our website has all of our podcast episodes. You can also find us anywhere that podcasts stream. And we would love to have folks continuing to be part of our journey.
Remember, keep those lights on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.